Shalom, peace to you, air signs. Welcome in, welcome back. If you are returning back, my name is Shannon Hensley out of Kansas City, Missouri. All the time out of Kansas City, Missouri. And I say that for a reason if you are new, because I'm dealing with a hacker that has been proven on my screen to be doing nonsense. Okay. And so anyway, if you are new, buckle up because it's intense. I just did, the water reading was over the top intense. And so today is December the 2nd. And, I don't know where you're at, but I'm in the United States of America, like I said, and there's something to do with the USA and England connections to some stuff, okay? And just a second ago in the water reading, false people were being shown there, and it also showed in the fire reading somebody was wearing a mask and stuff like that as well. Right before I turn this camera on, I just sat here for a second and I said, what do I need to know, Most High? And all those towers also kept coming out on the fire and the earth reading. They had big tower energies. There was 2 towers in the earth reading. But all this false energy has been here, and a false person exposed jumped out of the deck with the third party connection. And bent over the connection jumped out, and then Proverbs 11:18 jumped out that says that the wicked, they work a deceitful work, but to him that sows righteousness shall be a sure reward. Okay, and so God is making a distinction between upright people and people who are cray-crays, doing some nasty business. And he's going to give victory to those of you who are not false, and you ain't being some type of psychopath in some matter. I just thought, wow, when that jumped out of the deck, it doesn't surprise me because the Most High speaks very profoundly on this platform. And so anyway, somebody's fixing to get killed over some nonsense. And God's fixing to kill somebody that's some type of crazy, but they're doing it to themselves, folks. They're doing it to themselves. Air signs, your first word that came out as I was talking to you, before I read those cards, were guilty. And somebody's guilty in something. And for a lot of y'all, that's legal stuff, because contracts were signed that were illegal. Somebody knows they wouldn't be supported in some stuff. They're trying to get away with some nonsense, or they're not supported now, and that's why they're running. Somebody is. You better take off running. You're guilty. You're exposed. The church and everything else came out. This false church nonsense is crazy. Anyway, what's going on with air, Yehovah? Somebody's trying to escape something that they can't. They can't do it. There's passion. There's passion. This passion was being talked about in the fire reading about murder. And it's murder that's not premeditated. It just happens out of something crazy because somebody's guilty for something, or something did happen. Or you're being warned in the next 24 hours, whatever this is. Somebody's guilty for the passionate stuff that's taken place, and something crazy has come out of the matter, and somebody's lost their freaking mind. Anyway, there's the passion coming out. Show me air energy. Sorry that you're binge over connection. Stupidness. They are a psychopath because the word psychopath came out. And the picture of the psychopath came out in the general today. So the vehicle is here and somebody's running. Running. They ain't getting away. You ain't getting away. Those of you in the negative, you ain't getting away. Time's up. You're guilty. Show me air. All the travel cards ain't going nowhere. It came out in the reverse. You can run, but you can't hide, baby. You can run, but you can't hide. Everything in the hidden, somebody's child or a baby has come out real strong today, attached to something as well. But anyway, you can run, but you can't hide. Okay? This ship's going down, man. So you got 3 vehicles showing up out here, and something's happened around a travel, and passion's been around it, and somebody's guilty. Let's see what's underneath this. Guilty emotion. Okay, well, anyway, it is. Underneath this running card is exhausted. It's time to cut ties somewhere, folks. With karmic nonsense that is going on. Underneath this passion, romance is here. It ain't, I mean, for those of you, some of y'all have a third party, and it is meant to be, and you are protected, but whoever the third party is, whether it be your ex or family member or whatever, they nuts over something. Most of us said something happened in the mountains, whatever that means for somebody. Hold on just a second. I want to light this incense and this sage, which is interesting because in the water reading, the pictograph language that makes for that word a chaotic mark on somebody's head is the word for a mountain, or it's the M and the T together. And so that's interesting. It's coming through that way to confirm what was just being said, because psychopath came out. I shared about 2 dreams that I had this week, and somebody's in danger that's messing around with somebody they think is a one gender, but they're not, and they're fixing to get a surprise of a lifetime, and the person's really pulling it off like they are the other gender, but they get behind a closed door, or they did, or something, I don't know. Some passionate thing is like surprise, and it's rape and some nonsense. That's why God kept bringing out danger, 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 danger. It was everywhere in that reading. It was all over the place in that reading. So anyway, somebody thinks that they're running or going somewhere. There's a wreckage here also with that in the reverses. God is going to kill somebody for doing something because they worked a deceitful work. They're not going to have a remedy to something going on here. 9 of Cups, it could be a heavy drinker. This is somebody gonna get a wish fulfillment in something as well. You also have I guess that card got stuck inside. There is a marriage situation, or somebody's, again, the opposite gender was just really, 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 really showing everywhere. King, Queen of Pentacles, he's been highlighted really, really strong on my platform today. So if you're upright, you're upright. But there's danger between these 2 energies. That's incredible. I don't think anything happens by chance at all, because God just brought that. This is the 3rd time we're seeing the word danger here. There's something in between a proposal or whatever's taken. I don't know. You interpret it. Some business deal around something. You can interpret it in many different directions, but there's danger here between greed was really being highlighted. They'd be in the negative. They are very greedy individuals. So they could be a heavy drinker out here attached to something. 7 of Pentacles. There's an look, you invest with this individual and you get into some type of, okay, I'll exchange something with you in this investment, or somebody's waiting on also something that's already been invested in. They're wishing, hoping, or they did wish or hope on something. It's dangerous, and there's guilty energy attached to this crap. And you can start, oh my God, I got to run from this, or you do need to run from evilness. Obviously you do, but whatever this is, folks, it is around greed and wickedness. All kinds of pentacles coming out. The truth is here. The sword's coming after the wicked, because the hand of the Most High holds the sword. The truth is clear out here to somebody. And again, because somebody's exposed. I was just blown away when those jumped out of that deck like that. And Jehovah is just something else, man. He is to be so honored to protect like this and to just uncover things right in front of our face in live videos. The death. Yeah, well, jumped on that. So whoever the King of Pentacles is today, you're dying in the negative. All those of you may be business people or husbands and you're upright or whatever, then fine. But this is secrets. Sex, money, property, taxes. Somebody was laundering money in the other reading as well, and the greed came out all over the place. But anyway, danger in between these 2 individuals, whoever they are, whether it's the same person or not, having both genders on them or not. There's secrets out here. However it's going, it's death. It's freaking death. The letter M is out here. 6 of Cups, soulmate energy is also out here. This is very transformative in what's going on. Show me more information out here. So the 9 of Cups can be a narcissistic energy as well. So it's just still going to confirm some stuff. But somebody's going to get a wish fulfillment. Something's going to transform. So there's the contracts and the plots. And again, it's dangerous out here. Somebody's ex involved in this as well, because the ex did come out. This is plotting. And so in the fire reading, the rune that came out of the bag was a little plot around a relationship, and it ain't good at all. It is like OMG. If you go hear the dreams and stuff that I had, that I shared in the water reading, could be a big Scorpio attached to something. Don't have to be, but I'm just saying that because the other day when we were reading, it's still at the top of this little box that I drew from that day. The Scorpio was there. Okay, but anyway, whatever, it's hit me that way. What else should I bring out here? Two of Swords. So somebody's wanting to try to make peace with something, but it's a lie. Because today the person that wanted to make peace came out with the snake. Because somebody's got a chaotic mark on them. Around, because somebody's guilty. If you are guilty for something, you're upright, then again, and you are making peace, then you are, the third party's crazy around something that they've worked on. This can have a meaning of, I'm going to pretend like I don't know what's going on, I won't make a decision. 2 2s are out here. Okay, the 6 of Cups, something about the past. If this was past energy, something's went wrong around some travel energy around something with your soulmates, because that's the soulmate cards, or the child is here underneath that travel energy as well. If something happened in the mountains and something happened in the mountains, it's coming through again, whatever that means for you. What's in the hidden space, Yehovah? Let me also say, any of the readings that you go back to watch for the element signs, somebody was altering the communication, and so a couple of those videos may just stop on you. Just go ahead and fast forward it, just push your finger and it'll play the rest of the video, okay? Because somebody doesn't want this information out. It's just way too bad. You can't shut up, Yehovah Elohim, maker of heaven and earth. He's going to speak to the people. He's going to plead with all flesh here on this platform. Whether you like it or not, there's choices. You either do what's right or you can't, and you're cut out. In some stuff, folks. What's in the hidden space? The whip, the the devil card. We're not afraid of you. If the devil card is with the death card in the pictograph language, that's somebody who's melting in affliction. There's people going to just literally go straight down to the lower parts of the earth because they're wicked. They worked a wicked work. They're sunk down in the net that they tried to catch somebody else in, and God's word all day long will never return to him void. It will always return to him saying, mission accomplished. He says, you dig a pit for somebody, you will be the one who falls into the pit. And somebody's lost their mind. And here they come again. What's in the hidden space? Let me just say it's like, let me see something here. It's 7:44 p.m. in Kansas City, Missouri, Central Standard Time. I had to say that. Anyway, if somebody did try to go over a bridge, that energy was so strong this morning. There was the pitch for the boat was there. The fish came out, which has a meaning of water. The word river came out, and then at the bottom of the other deck was the word drowning. Okay? That could all just be taken energetically. But this boat is upside down. And again, a dirt road was there in that general reading this morning as well. And it's all over some love situation. Somebody's bent over the connection out here on some stuff. They've done the deceitful work, and they nuts. And something going on. But anyway, the bridge energy is coming out, and somebody needs to burn some bridges, or they already did, and that's why somebody went nuts, because they can't get back to what they wanted, and they've turned into some type of devil, I guess. Somebody's name is Bridget as well. In the hidden space, there's flattery out here, but look, people, it's like take my roses, and when we get behind the door, there's beating energy out here. There's mean crap going on. Look at the bottom of the deck. Wow, travel. We'll just put it up this way so it's easier. The car is here and running is here. Speak on, Yehovah. And you're exhausted because you can't rest because God ain't in you. Those of you, there's this fugitive energy with this. There's a murderer out here. They've invested in some nonsense. They know that they are not supported in some crap that they've done. They're never going to be supported in something that they've done ever. You can run, but you cannot hide from the Spirit of the Most High God. And all the church sanctuary stuff kept coming out on those wolves. And I said the other day that the Most High had me wake up and read about Jonah. And Jonah was told to go and tell a great city that God was going to destroy them if they didn't turn from their wicked ways. And Jonah didn't want to do it. And he jumped on a ship. And the ship started to have all this turbulence. And the people on the ship were like, who did this stuff? And Jonah's like, it's my fault. Anyway, he ends up getting thrown off the ship. And God prepares a great fish for him. And he went straight down to the bottom of the sea and cried out to God. Even scripture tells us, even if I make my bed in hell, you're there. He ends up crying out to God and doing the correct things. And those of you who can turn today to do the correct thing, you'll get vomited back up on the sea. And God says, now you're going to go to that city and tell them what I told you. Okay, so anyway, that story's just coming through with all these ships out here. Maybe I'm talking to a sailor, I don't know. But anyway, there's the mask card. Well, this is a totally different deck. Somebody who wore a mask in the fire reading was out of a totally different deck. Somebody is, because it says it right here. This third party false person is being exposed. Whoever who is that I'm talking to. They got problems. Picked in my hands. Jehovah. They're guilty. The word guilty's out here. They're guilty. They know they're guilty. And you jump in some type of contract with this person, you're going to be dead meat, man. Somebody says, please forgive me. I lied to myself about you. Whether that's truthful or not, and you're healing it. And I mean, there's just a third party around your energy. So whatever role you play, the military is coming out. So specifically, the Navy's out here. Okay? Definitely showing so out here. They stole somebody's work and called it their work, and God says they're caught and there's going to be justice. That's right, all you thieves. May Jehovah chop your hands off. You're wicked. And God says you die early for thieving in the earth. See ya. You won't repent and give some back. It's going to come back anyway, because everything stolen does come back to the people of God. That's ridiculous. That's why they're, oh my God, they're just crazy in their mind, because they did some stuff with contracts, with somebody's work. The carpenter is here again. Look, the prime minister now. And then there is a bar energy that is coming through. It was hitting me that way with the 9 of Cups. Okay, so somebody's a heavy drinker out here, then so be it. So there's a preacher really, 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 really big in all these readings, and different, and the praise and worship leader that's involved in something as well specifically came out. Danger on the wicked. Really hope that's not you, because the mask is coming off. It's already been exposed. There's two. Oh no, one just came up. It felt like two. So the CH, the Q, and the X is out here specifically. This is secrets. It's also magic. You don't have no magic. I'm so sorry. You are some type of fool messing around with that stuff, trying to manipulate a person, and you have no right to manipulate a person's free will. And that's why somebody's got a chaotic mark on them, because they went too far, and they get up, whoever is getting up on their sanctuary and bewitching is what Jehovah says, bewitching the people. Your time is up. The sickle is on whoever these people are. Cray cray. So anyway, the letter Q appears here as well. So it's here twice. The sun is the Q card as well. And it also came out in somebody else's reading as well. The letter J appears here. And the letter M also is here in this reading, as well as the CH, the Q, and the X. Good luck, folks. Next 24 hours is intense. Somebody's guilty, and somebody's going to get a victory because the Most High said so. Until next time, shalom.